In the moment I'ma paint a scene of what happened. A king can only exist from the people that back him. The war is swinging all these bars and my flows is releasing the kraken. Stand out like the bleach on your pants, kid. Mind, body, and your spirit I balance. Every day I make it a challenge. Politicians making decisions, got the people in panic. Heat seeking missiles damage the village while we sit at a table feeding our children. Only poison with the least percentage. It's time we meet the menace, but nobody know where to begin it. That's why I be spitting infinite. You gotta.
A man who's become senile in his old age and perhaps doesn't realize it. And then he has surrounded himself by his children who are now in power and want nothing but luxury and security and comfort and will do anything to safeguard their own interests. So I feel responsible for having played a major role in developing a criminal organization. It was not a criminal organization at the outstart. It was an organization that had the power, the spiritual power, to reform the criminal. And this is what you have to understand. As long as that strong spiritual power was in the movement, it gave the moral strength to the believer that would enable him to rise above all his negative tendencies. I know, because I went into the movement with more negative tendencies for the betterment of the community by any means necessary. And since tonight we had to get into this old
ways that Dr. York liked to create confusion amongst people, right? Dr. York, who was the founder of the Ansarullah community in New York and other parts of the States. That was popular for a period of time, and Muslims were deluded into thinking that they were actually Muslims, and they sat on the council, you know, of masjids in New York and so and so. And I wrote a book on them called The Ansar Cult in America, exposing them to be not from Islam at all. But in fact, they were enemies of Islam. I exposed their beliefs, taking it right out of their books and comparing what Islam says, what they said, you know. And that basically, alhamdulillah, blew them out of the water. After that, they fell apart. Not before admitting, Dr. York said that you know, they really weren't Muslims anyway, they were really Jews, you know, and then he changed his name to Rabbi Rubin, and, you know, he went into the Jewish thing, right? Anyway, the point is that
100 men standing in our studio audience right now. Each one is holding a picture of themselves at the age when they say they were first sexually abused. These courageous men are standing together to lift the veil of shame today, because what happened to them as young boys has profoundly affected who they have become as men.
Given it to me, and I didn't want it. I was not interested in it, but it was given to me anyway. I don't want to be the one that makes all this stuff clear. It's not my business. But they made it my business. I said in 1999, I'd give up. Let me go about my business, but no. They got to wake up the sleeping lion and start the name calling. So now you want the rest of the information? I'm going to give you what I was given. You have a right not to believe in what I refer to as mentor Sheikh Dawood, and I have a right not to believe in your interpretation. But mine is backed up with facts, and yours is not producing any facts. Because you can't tell us where your father went, when he was born, where he was born, his mother and father. All you guys are bunch of mythology. I get you with dates, facts, blood type, and even have his fingerprint on record. This can be gotten, you can assess this. But you don't want to hear it. I understand. That's what blind faith is about. Alright? So now, once you relocate it,
in the moment I'ma paint a scene of what happened. A king can only exist from the people that back him. The war is swinging all these bars and my flows is releasing the kraken. Stand out like the bleach on your pants, kid. Mind, body, and your spirit I balance. Every day I make it a challenge. Politicians making decisions, got the people in panic. Heat seeking missiles damage the village while we sit at a table feeding our children. Only poison with the least percentage. It's time we meet the menace, but nobody know where to begin it. That's why I be spitting infinite. You gotta
day that Muslims are in this country from all over the place, pretending they hate the country but living all luxurious, going to Disney World and South America, and now they're down to meticulous things like what does the word Nabi mean? What did Elijah Muhammad mean? He was a messenger. Was it a Risala or was it a Rasul or messenger? You know, Elijah Muhammad is whatever he wants to be to us because he came to us. He's ours. He's ours. So,
in the moment I'ma paint a scene of what happened. A king can only exist from the people that back him. The war is swinging all these bars and my flows is releasing the kraken. Stand out like the bleach on your pants, kid. Mind, body, and your spirit I balance. Every day I make it a challenge. Politicians making decisions, got the people in panic. He's seeking missiles damage the village while we sit at a table feeding our children. Only poison with the least percentage. It's time we meet the menace, but nobody know where to begin it. That's why I be spitting infinite. You gotta